Of course, we are celebrating Veterans Day all across the greater West Bloomfield community, Oakland County, and beyond, recognizing the service of those who have put their lives on the line to preserve our freedoms close to home in greater West Bloomfield. In Oakland County, plenty of services are abundant for veterans in our community and beyond to keep them active across greater West Bloomfield and to provide them with the necessary services that they need to maintain a quality of life here in our community. Here for more insight on some of those services that are provided is Lieutenant Garth Wootten from Oakland County Veterans Services. He is their Veteran Services Division Manager with us on the Splash Live. Garth, thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Happy to have you on as we celebrate our veterans during this Veterans Day season and provide them with information they may not even know about. I mean, we think about when veterans get out of the service, they're a lot of the times maybe relying mostly on the VA, but right here close to home in Oakland County, we have a lot of services that can help them in their day-to-day life from right inside their community. What are some of the highlights of those services provided by Oakland County?
Yeah, well, Oakland County Veteran Services, we have two offices. We have one in Pontiac and one in Troy. And our role is to connect veterans and their dependents to the benefits that they're entitled to. There's some benefits from the VA. There's also some county-specific benefits. So we will go through and interview a veteran and determine what benefits they may be eligible for, and then assist them in applying for those benefits, and then do all the follow-up necessary to make sure that they get what they're entitled to. We have accredited representatives who are accredited by the VA that can file claims and do all the follow-up necessary on those.
And people may not understand that these services are variable from veteran to veteran, from age group to age group, but a lot of them still kind of do persist throughout a veteran's life, from when they return home to when they live out the rest of their lives as a civilian here in Oakland County. So what are some of those key services that kind of span the generations that really do provide a huge help for our local veteran population?
Yeah, there's service-connected disability compensation if somebody was injured or had an illness in service and has a medical issue as a result, a service disability that can be service connected and can entitle them to monthly compensation from the VA. Also, VA medical care is available if an individual veteran qualifies for that. It provides a full range of service, full service medical care at the VA medical centers in Detroit and Ann Arbor, and there's also an outpatient clinic in Pontiac.
And among many of these services, one that's kind of popped up recently are free rides, free transportation that's being arranged for veterans. That was something that was kind of a pilot program in the past 6 months to a year, and now has been extended even further. How big of a help has that been to our local veterans as they go about Oakland County to their many different places of hanging out, business, and of course all those necessary appointments?
Yeah, that's been well received by veterans in our community. We were able to get that through a grant from the state of Michigan, the Michigan Veterans Affairs Agency. And we partnered with SMART and local service providers like WODA, NODA, OPC, People's Express. And we're able to provide free transportation for veterans to anywhere within Oakland County. And it's point-to-point transportation, so they pick them up from their point of origin, get them to the point of their destination, then they pick them up from the destination and get them back to their point of origin. So it can be used for medical appointments, to go to the grocery store, to go to the local senior center, to be able to go out to a gym, really for any purpose. It's a great service, and it's been really well received. We know that some of our, over half of our veterans in Oakland County are over age 65, and sometimes transportation can be a challenge. So this program breaks down any transportation barriers, and it also allows them to get into our office, obviously, if they want to talk to us about any of their benefits that they may be entitled to.
And that brings up ease of access, because we know in many communities, veterans do, as I mentioned earlier on, really rely on the VA when they get back from their service, and even over the decades following their service as they hopefully live long and vibrant lives. But these programs are much closer to home. They have a certain ease of access in Oakland County. So for those that maybe have veterans in their lives that could use some of these services to help ease their day-to-day needs, how easy is it for them to get access to the free transportation and these other programs?
Yeah, the best thing is really to contact one of our offices. Our Pontiac office is 248-858-0785. Our Troy office is 248-655-1250. Or they can go to our website, which is www.oakgov.com/veterans. And they can get the information there. They can set up an appointment to come into our office. And as I indicated, if they don't have transportation, they can use our transportation program to come in and see us.
Garth Wootten is with us, the Division Manager of Veterans Services at Oakland County, as we recognize Veterans Day and want to help provide those necessary services to those who have provided arguably the most necessary service of all to our country and provided us with the freedoms we have each and every day here in Greater West Bloomfield and beyond in Oakland County, and we're talking about that today on the Splash Live. Garth, as we are exploring these services and the variety that they come with and the various ways that they help out our veterans, just how critical is it to our local population of veterans here in Oakland County in maintaining their quality of life? What are the results like from having these programs available and having our local veterans tap into those?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there are monetary benefits that can assist them and enable them to live a more comfortable lifestyle. The medical benefits are obviously essential to them being able to maintain their health and get the treatment that they deserve. There's also some emergency financial assistance programs if they do find that they're low on food or need some assistance with the utility or something like that. We also do the resource fairs. We're going to start those back up hopefully in January. We're waiting to get our final grant from the state of Michigan. And then once we do those, we distribute Meyer vouchers and we give out fresh food boxes. We have all kinds of resources at those resource fairs. We have the VA, we have the state of Michigan. There are a lot of opportunities to connecting with those other resources. In fact, we had one in West Bloomfield there last year.
And Garth, if veterans maybe are struggling to get some of these services, or they're struggling even in spite of some of these services, what are some additional interventions that maybe Oakland County Veterans Services can help them provide or get them connected to in our community to help bridge some of those gaps that are needed to be bridged in their lives?
Yeah, I mean, we always work with local providers and cities, villages, and townships throughout Oakland County to make sure, again, that veterans are aware of what we offer. And we try to make it as simple as the process as simple as possible so that people don't feel that they're working with a bureaucracy or that they're, getting a bunch of red tape or running into difficulties. We try to cut through all those issues and make sure that we act as a veterans advocate to get them, again, what they're entitled to receive from the VA.
Garth, before we let you go, what's your lasting message to veterans as they get recognized for their service today on Veterans Day, hopefully for many days beyond that and all throughout the year, not just on this holiday, but also as they continue to move forward in their lives and understand that they have these resources available to them in our communities?
Yeah, and obviously today is a big day. It's every veteran should be proud of their service, and hopefully they get out to one of the ceremonies throughout the county. There's 60 some cities, villages, and townships, and I think just about every one of them has a ceremony today. There's also up at Great Lakes National Cemetery, there's a really big ceremony out there, which is in Holly, located in Oakland County. So, those opportunities, take the opportunities to talk to people about your service. If they thank you for your service, talk to them about what you did in the military and kind of share that information so they have a better understanding of what we did and the sacrifices that were made. And as far as, veterans are very proud, but sometimes everybody needs help. And it's not a handout, it's a hand up sometimes that we need. So don't be afraid to ask for help. And whether it's because you're struggling uh, mentally or whether you're struggling financially, make sure that you reach out, because there are people like Oakland County Veterans Services and a lot of other services that are here to try and help.
More information on those resources as well as ways you can get in contact with Oakland County Veterans Services can be found on oakgov.com/veterans, or you can also follow them on Facebook at oakgov.vs. Garth, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.